afternoon. It's a great pleasure to welcome you here on an absolutely gorgeous day in fall in Cache Valley. As many of you know, this is Ag Month. It's a month that the students have organized various events in which we can celebrate agriculture, rural communities, the heart of what Utah State University is. We've had many wonderful events during the last few weeks. We've had a panel on sustainability. We've had Parking Day, which was hosted by the students in LAP. We've had our honors and awards banquet where we honored our scholarship student recipients as well as the donors. We have equipment, agricultural equipment scattered across the quad. And last night I had the privilege of being one of the judges in a fashion show in which students created outfits out of recycled products. And these things were things out of newspaper, inner tubes, bubble wraps, shower curtains. It was really exciting to see that kind of creativity. We still have a couple of more things on the agenda. There's the tractor parade on Friday, and then our final event, and the rodeo is Friday and Saturday night, and then the traditional Utah Agriculture Products Barbecue is Saturday starting from 3:30 to 5:30. But today, I've asked if people would please join me here on the quad for a very special event that wasn't actually calendared on our Ag Month. We are honoring someone who has supported agriculture across the state, and in particular the College of Agriculture, and all that he's done and all the actions that he's taken. He's someone that embraces and epitomizes what the land-grant university is, and that is extending the research, teaching, and extension mission of Utah State University all across the state, making sure that the citizens of Utah have access to Utah State and all that we do in such great success. This person has direct roots into the rural community. He was born in a rural county and continues to have a small agricultural operation in where he grew up. He's also someone that continues those roots by wearing boots with his suit. He's also a very humble person, to the point that it's very hard to honor him because he actually avoids or won't allow us to recognize him. And so this is actually a surprise for the person that we would like to honor. And I'm wondering if that person has actually figured it out.
Checking boots.
And so it is with no further ado, I am very pleased to announce the creation of the President Stan L. Albrecht Scholarship in Agriculture. So those of you that have had the opportunity to listen to Stan know how much importance he places on the opportunity for people to obtain a higher education degree. And this is this is a strong passion of President Albrecht's. And but he points out that as time goes on, the financial constraints for students to actually obtain these degrees is limiting the access. And so this is a very fitting way, we think, to honor the president, to actually place a scholarship that students for generations to come can actually tap into the wonderful degree options that we have at Utah State University. Now, this scholarship was actually created with a lead gift from First Lady Joyce Albrecht. And, yep, come on up, Joyce. Now, Joyce, as we've been planning this event, has been sharing some of the stories that she has about Stan has repeatedly asked her where that money is going and what it is being used for. But the really great thing is he kept asking her where the gift receipt was from the development office. So we want to get that out soon after this event. Now, with these scholarships, what we work towards is an endowment, and then the following year we can actually begin the awards to the students. So others in the college that have known about this scholarship have been adding to the count. And we're hopeful that maybe we can get that up to the endowment level very, very quickly. So if you are looking for a way to honor our president, please consider adding to that scholarship. I just want to say that it is a tremendous honor for me to be able to have this scholarship in the College of Agriculture. But his impact across all of the university and across the state is remarkable. He has shown incredible commitment and dedication to all that we do. He has been the significant leader in a comprehensive campaign that will be absolutely a trajectory for this university. He has provided significant leadership during a budget cut that I think other institutions would have been brought to their knees. And instead, although we are a much, much leaner university, I can tell you that we are still making progress and still moving forward in the things that we do here. He's also led reforms and initiatives that have changed the look of our institution. And I am confident that these changes will set us for decades, if not the century to come, to be one of the leaders of higher ed in the state and the region. And above all else, he speaks about Utah State with great pride and love. And he is bringing visibility to all we do by his statesmanship. In the College of Ag, of course, we also have been recipients of his leadership. And I think there's no better way than to reflect on the College of Ag building that's behind many of you there. And it was through his significant efforts that the state of Utah was willing to invest that. He's also raised funds that have allowed us to expand our facilities out at the animal science farms, and Ken's going to briefly mention those in a sec. But through it all, I think the connections that Stan has with agriculture and rural communities of Utah have really stamped his time as president. He has developed opportunities for education, research, and extension that extend across the state. These include workforce education, degree programs, economic development, facilities, and on and on and on. Things that will really lead to sustainability of agriculture and rural communities in Utah. But I think for me, one of the best moments that depict his leadership was actually in a time of great sorrow for the university and the College of Agriculture. And that was that 6 years ago, next week, we had the van accident where students and our instructor were killed. And I can tell you personally how grateful I am that Stan was leading us during that time. So I just want to say in conclusion that, again, creating a scholarship that honors President Albrecht is a wonderfully fitting recognition of all that he does. Education of students, opportunities for students is what directs Stan in all of his actions and what he does. In fact, because as you can see, we had to do this as a bit of a secret or a surprise, the way we got him out here so that he didn't change the time or cancel it was to tell him that this was honoring students in agriculture. So I hope that those of you students in the audience realize how much he honors you. Another thing, though, that I promised him was that he was not going to have to do a presentation. So here's another surprise. Actually, I would like to see if he'll make a few remarks.
So I assume now I can forego a funeral. Okay? And about 3/4 of the way through this, I thought we were talking about you, Mr. Commissioner. Everything fit up till that point, and then I noticed you weren't wearing boots. That's why I asked you to pull up your pants leg, because then I started to worry a little bit. But I can't think of anything that I would appreciate more than this honor. As Noelle has indicated, and what a pleasure it is to work with her. We've worked closely together for a number of years, and I hope you all know how much I evaluate both her leadership, her vision, her basic decency and goodness as a human being, as a friend, and as a colleague. But I can't think of anything that I will value more than this recognition today. And so thanks to Joyce and to all of you for this recognition. I get to walk out of my office out of Old Main every day and look at what we're building across the quad. And with the good help of the Commissioner and Representative Draxler, and I think there were probably others around here that I didn't see as I walked up, making this possible, forever putting something on the quad at Utah State University that represents the heart and soul of this place, which is our history, our heritage, and agriculture. And so just to be able to see that each day as I walk out of my office reminds me of the importance of that. But again, the reason I am here is for the students. Had a really busy day today, and they said, well, the ag students want to have their picture taken with you, and so wear your boots. You know, I don't know why you have to wear boots to have your picture taken, but wear your boots so that you can come and have your picture taken with the ag students. So I followed the instructions. I'm here, and I did that. But thank you. Please know how deeply honored I am. Thank you very much.
The surprises are not over yet. So I am now going to invite Ken White, the department head of Animal, Dairy, and Veterinary Sciences, to do a few things that are commemorating today. And then at the conclusion of that, I want to invite all of you guys to join us in Aggie ice cream and cookies. Now, it was hard to actually get a good head count when in fact we told everybody it was a surprise, and we weren't actually telling everybody what it was about. So I hope we have enough Aggie ice cream and cookies, but please understand if we run out what's happening. But I did understand that there was free Aggie ice cream over on the Taggart Student Center, so maybe some of you guys have already had your fix on the ice cream. But anyway, now I would like to turn the time over to Ken.
Thanks, Dean. President, we wanted to do something special, okay?
Ask him if it was right on his mule.
Almost as good. So we really thought about it, and the things he's done for particularly with buildings and other things that have benefited the College of Agriculture, in many instances have had a very direct impact on the Animal, Dairy, and Veterinary Sciences Department. You know, we have a beautiful, the Matthew Hilliard Teaching and Research Classroom building. There'll be a linchpin in our new School of Veterinary Medicine. We have a beautiful equestrian center and facilities, stables, arena, as well as a couple more buildings that are being constructed even as I speak. President Albrecht was responsible for bringing some state money to the table, and very responsible for many gifts following that's allowed those construction projects to continue. And then last but certainly not least, he was instrumental in working with the legislature to convince them that it was a very good investment in our students to create a School of Veterinary Medicine here at Utah State University in partnership with Washington State University. So almost everything he's done has increased our capacity to be able to teach our students, be able to make their experience here a positive one. So, we thought, okay? Well, we're going to place this plaque on one of the stalls out at the new stall facility. And I promise you, President, whenever you have time or want, I'll make sure there's a horse that you can ride out there, okay?
Nice and gentle.
So this says, in honor of President Stan L. Albrecht, this stall was made possible through the generosity of his wife, Joyce.
What kind of stall is that?
All right. Yeah, it's a horse stall. Not to be confused with other stalls. Okay, in addition, we thought, you know, we could give him a clone. I mean, he's from Wayne County. There's a lot of beef down there. But frankly, a cow wouldn't fit under that nice custom saddle that we have, that you can commemorate these accomplishments for many, many years. So, President, I'd invite you to take a ride around the quad with our students.
Here's your hat. This is Stan's son, who he doesn't appear to recognize, but
All right, the horse is focused. We got it. Thank you. Thank you.